in the robbery. This is the first time. I got it. The Robbery is the first episode to feature Kramer making a sliding entrance into Jerry's apartment. Michael Richards was late on his cues, so he compensated by coming in faster. Hearing everyone laugh, he decided to develop this move over the years. According to the Notes About Nothing feature in the DVD box set, Kramer enters in Jerry's apartment 389 times, about half of them being sliding ones. These dramatic entrances required Jerry's door to be replaced a few times. Michael once said that he saw these entrances as a metaphor, kind of Kramer's way to slide into life. The Robbery is the only script of Season 1 not written by the show's creators, Jerry Seinfeld and Larry David. Still, the idea was inspired by Jerry's real life when he was a student. He explained that it was like being robbed by Superman since the burglars broke through the wall instead of through the door. When a problem arose during production, it was Larry who came up with a solution. The next day, Castle Rock gave him a $20,000 bonus and promoted him to executive producer of the show. Larry confessed that this was a turning point for him. In this episode, Kramer explains that he got distracted watching The Bold and the Beautiful. Premiered 2 years before Seinfeld, the soap opera celebrated its 30th anniversary in 2017 with more than 8,500 episodes produced so far. Among the cast members who also appeared in Seinfeld are Brian George, who played Babu Bhatt for the first time in episode 24, The Café, and Danny Woodburn, who first appeared in the role of Mickey Abbott in episode 80, The Stand-In. Speaking of Mickey, when George talks about the bathroom mirror of the coffee house, he says that it makes him feel like Robert Wagner. Many years later, Wagner will play Mickey's father in episode 153, The Yada Yada. Though nobody at the wedding, including George, seems to mind that the man does look a lot like Robert Wagner. The Robbery is the first episode to feature Monk's Café, the coffee shop where Jerry, George, Elaine, and Kramer hang out. According to Entertainment Weekly, they meet there 286 times over the course of the entire series. In this episode, Anita Wise plays a waitress and will appear again in the next episode, Mail and Bonding. Fun fact, while they are at her housewarming, the waitress introduced George, Jerry, and Elaine to her new neighbor. You'll notice that as the neighbor walks away, George tells her, "Nice meeting you," but shakes the waitress's hand instead. When Jerry asks him how he got into the building without being buzzed in, George folds his arms and blinks. This is a reference to the TV show I Dream of Jeannie, featuring Barbara Eden, Larry Hagman, and Bill Daly. In the show, Eden plays a genie using her magic to teleport from one place to another, making that same gesture. The Robbery includes one last major addition to Jerry's apartment, a bedroom. In the pilot, it was a studio. And even though the apartment changed in the second episode, The Stakeout, Jerry still had to sleep at Kramer's while his parents slept on his couch. But here, when George tries to sell him a 2-bedroom apartment, Jerry replies that he has enough trouble maintaining activity in one. Now, it's your turn to explain something to me. In this episode, the deal is that Jerry will move so Elaine can take over his apartment. Jerry even agrees to sell his couch to Elaine and tells her, "Get it out of here." But if she is moving in, why should the couch go anywhere? Next episode, Mail Unbonding. So that's it, Selenites. If you have an idea for a topic you would like me to cover, leave it in the comments. Thanks for watching. Smash that subscribe button and turn notifications on so that you won't miss any of the regular uploads. And remember, film horizontally.